Hey guys, I feel it's a bit better, but let me know if the lighting is okay as well so I can adjust that. I'm back, guys. I really apologize. Technical issues. Sometimes I'm like, what's going on? I have my system connected and sorry. Okay, thank you. Let me know who is here and please let me know if you can see me and hear me clearly. I was on a few minutes ago. I had to end the stream and relog in because my camera wasn't actually connected to my system. What do we have here? Please kindly let me know. I'm just gonna wait to have people here because today's topic is an interesting one. Hi guys, you're welcome. Very clear now. Thank you. Thank you, Kalawale. Thank you, Abiod Vehicle. Family is everything. That's my mom and my sister. You guys rock. Thank you for joining. You're welcome. I'm trying to see if I can pin down my phone number. So I'm just going to put it right here and let me see. I'm typing my number because people should be able to call in today. It's going to be an interesting topic. Welcome, guys. I need to pass my phone up here so that when people call, it's going to be okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome. What do we have here? Please, when you join us, let's know by just typing something or giving me a big thumbs up. Please kindly give me thumbs up. Thumbs up, guys. Kemi and Mommy, thumbs up. Who do we have in here? You are welcome. Our live show is coming up a bit late today due to some other things I needed to do. Thank you. Thank you. No, so I didn't mean sending the thumbs up to the chat. I mean um on the YouTube itself, not sending it into the chat. Like liking it on YouTube. We are up now. I see someone chatting me. All right, sorry, it's just a few friends are telling me that they can't find me, so I'm trying to let them know we're back on. So welcome, guys. Welcome to another live section. Okay, I might have to reshare the link. I'm resharing the link. All right, guys, I have to reshare the link because I deleted that first one, so most people might not find me with that. So I apologize. We're just gonna go right into the gist today. Ah, God. Okay, so people are having issue joining me, guys. So I need to circulate this link again. I really apologize for delaying you guys. I'm trying to circulate the link again. Please kindly share this with friends and family if you're here. Share with friends. Just share, 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 share. Let people come and join us. Hi, sis. Thank you. Yesterday, Famodu. Thank you. Cross Sixers. Thank you, my big sis, my sister. Thank you, guys. I'm just trying to. I really apologize. Let me just reshare the link. It's very important, right? Because we're just growing. We don't have so much people. Oh, sugar. I'm seeing some response already. I want them to come right here. I'm trying to. Please kindly share this, please. I'm having a feeling that this is going to be very fun. I'm getting some response on my WhatsApp already. Kindly share this. Let people come and join. Biko, Ejo. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I know people will definitely watch the replay. Abby Time Davis, thank you, my darling sis. So we all know by the description what we're talking about today, and it's as in I know it's an interesting topic. I don't want to talk too much, so I already put my because I want to hear people's view about this. So I already like because I'm not using an external software, so I can't pin down my number to call. But if you're joining, I'll be typing it, and people can please retype my number and let people know as well. So you can call in. I have my phone number there already. Please, just of course, I know my friends are here, and that will take me to another important another very important topic. As we're talking today, I'm going to be discussing something else as well. But so guys, please let's call in. So during the course of the week, I think this week or last week, I was watching someone's YouTube, the Mo Chung, and she made mention of this topic, which is trending on Twitter. And I decided to look into it. I was like, oh, wow, I've never thought of this before, that would benefit most from marriage. But before I go right in, I know most people know me, but I get to get new followers every day. So I feel it's the right thing to always introduce myself. So if today is the first time of joining me, either being live or you're watching a replay, my name is Temidayo Ojieyan, and I'm a Nigerian based in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. And I'm a YouTuber, I'm a mom, a wife, a career person, and also an entrepreneur. I film about food, faith, and vlog, like lifestyle, just little about everything. Before it was just food, then I introduced faith, lifestyle, and all of that. So just little about different things I feel people can benefit from. And just of recent, I've decided to be going live so we can share some thriving issues and just discuss, have fun, and learn as well as we're um, chatting. So today's topic is very hot, I know, and it says who benefits most from marriage. Of course, we know marriage is between two people as it has been ordained by God. It should be between a man and a woman, but we know in the world where we are now, we have different things, different beliefs, and different kind of marriage. But the one we are facing, I mean, the one we believed in is the one which our God is the one which our God institutionalized, which is a marriage between husband and wife, between a man and a woman coming together to be one, leaving their parents and being one. So now it's been trending out there on social media talking about, okay, so what actually happened? Let me see if I can show you the video. It's funny, and let me see if I can show you the video, and I'm sure some of you might have seen it before. Sorry guys, let me quickly show you. So a lady was asked, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living? And she said, I'm married. So many discussion came up because they were like, oh, is that now a job and all of that? Like, I'm married, is that a job? And you know how topics would build up from different topics. So people were talking about, so many people tweeted so many things, that if men were not benefiting from marriage, they would have cancelled it. Like, they would have looked for a way to cancel it. So I'm just going to play the video. Shared in terms of finance. I'm coming out. There's that video that woman is like, what do you do for a living? Like, oh, I'm married. Excuse me, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you do for a living? I'm married. Why? I don't know if you guys saw that. So a woman was getting into a car and someone said, oh, excuse me, what do you do for a living? And she's like, I'm married. Why? Oh my God, I don't know. Marriage is now, of course, marriage is a work, right? I don't know. So let's hear from you guys. I have so many things. So many things already in my own mind, but I really want to hear from you guys. What do you do for a living now? So when you ask me, what do I do for a living? I'm going to tell you, I'm married. Let me hear what you guys have to say. What do you do for a living? Please, I want all of you to say. Please let me know what you all do for a living. What do you do for a living? Put it down in the comment section. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Because I'm married. That's what I do for a living. Yes. And truly, I think it's work. It's not, I think. Yes, we are married. You're a fashionista, Tokumbo. Oh, you're not in the big girls kind of industry. Have you ever kicked somebody in the balls? No, I'm a teacher. I'm a fashionista. Yeah, you're everything. I'm a teacher, a fashionista, a YouTuber, but most importantly, I am married. Yes, you're right, Sister Mabel. Yes, that's correct, sister. You're right. It's a big job. Yes, it's a big job. Olutona Macaulay, a student, business owner, and a homemaker. Yes, you didn't add that you are married because I believe that's a work. I'm married, please. Yes, in the family. That is a big job, guys. We are married and we're supposed to, but I don't know. I don't understand. Is it that we are volunteering because if it's a job, we should get paid for it. So how can we have a job as a married woman and not getting paid? Guys, we need to protest. If truly being married is a job, then we need to get paid. Is it that we are volunteering? Is it a volunteer job? Please, can you please just leave um this live chat? I'm gonna report you to I'm definitely gonna report you. I'm gonna report you now to YouTube. You can't do this, okay? All right, so I'm not sure if you guys. Okay, we just had an intruder among us. I'm not sure if you guys saw that in the chat session. People are just, I don't know what when we've gotten. I don't know how we've gotten to this stage. So like I've been in a Zoom meeting before and it was art and we were just seeing pornography and all that stuff. So now somebody just joined this live section, and obviously I posted it. I shared this on my Facebook. So somebody just joined and he was typing rubbish. So I had to report him, and immediately YouTube will take him off. So I don't know. So many things are going on in this world that we just have to be careful. Like there is absolutely no safe place now. Like privacy, people can just come up and start saying rubbish. Anyway, let me not deviate too much from that. Odutona Macaulay saying homemaker means I'm married now. Okay, now I get to you. You're funkicizing the married thing. Please, I have my phone number up there. I will type it again. You guys can call in through WhatsApp or direct call. Let's know. Oh, good. Awesome. I just pinned it. Awesome. Message pinned. So I have my phone number there. You guys can call in, please. Let us know. Let us know what you feel. So I think I might have to edit that so people would. Okay. Sorry, I'm just quickly typing. I just want to type my number. Sorry, guys. WhatsApp. WhatsApp. On +1 902 223 6072. I really apologize for taking your time, guys. Please call or WhatsApp in on 902 223 6072 and To air, okay. To air your opinion about this topic. Okay. Caregiver, Antonia, you're a caregiver. Please let's know if you also have a married job. If you're also married as a job, please let's know because I think that's gonna be on my resume as well. You're a caregiver, that's good. So you guys are welcome. I have so many other people just joining us. I already introduced myself, and you might want to catch up later with the replay. But the topic for today is who benefits most from marriage. I want people to call in. I want to hear people's opinion. I don't want to be the only one talking. I'm obviously going to say my own part, but I want to hear from people as well. And this topic came as a result of what I heard on social media. Is actually trending, but I think probably something else might be trending, so it might not be trending again. So a woman was about entering into a car, and someone stopped her and asked her, "Excuse me, what do you do for a living?" And guess what her answer was? Can you guess? She said, "I'm married." Why? Like, I'm married. Excuse me, I'm married. Why? Why are you asking? I'm married. Can't you see it? She was. I don't have my own ring here, but she was showing it. I'm married. So, guys, please let's know what your opinion is. And I also asked that. Please kindly put that. Okay, I'm going to put on my because my phone is on silent just in case people are calling in so I can know. And also I ask people to to put down in the comment section their what they do for a living. For me, I'm married. I'm married. I'm educationist. I'm an educationist, and also I'm an entrepreneur. So 3 jobs. And under that married self, I have so many departments I'm working in. I'm working as a mother as well. And I also mentioned that if marriage is a work, that means most of the women are volunteering because we haven't. Cosmo, sorry, a message came in. So, like I said, most women, if marriage is a sorry about that, guys. So, like I said, if marriage is a job, that means most of us are just volunteers. Like we're just volunteering, and we need to get paid for that. Okay, I'm trying to read someone's response. She says, "I'm married. The sister deceives." So probably there is a typo error there. The sister deceives some accolade. Okay, deserve. I believe that should be deserve some accolade because that is a full-time job. I totally agree with you. It's a full-time job. Like as soon as you get married, your life can never remain the same. Like you can't be that free. So that means you are responsible for so many things. So I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Okay, Gift retracted the message. Probably she's going to retype it. Oluwaseun, thank you for joining. Gift, thank you for joining as well. Occupation is mother, wife. So Oluwaseun Aboyade said occupation is mother. Our occupation is being a mother and wife and IT technician. Well done, sis. You deserve an accolade. Yes, that's too much a job for somebody to be doing. In 24 hours, you do all these 3 things. We deserve an accolade. I'm married. That sister deserves some accolade because that's a full time. Yes, you're right, Gift. I thought as much. We deserve that sister deserve it. we deserve it. Being married, doing some other things, we deserve an accolade. So who now benefits most from marriage? What do you guys think? Kind of Fowler, an institution on its own. We get the thank you, Kehinde Fowler. Thank you for joining me. An institution on its own, we get the degree before starting the course. Oh yes, oh that's the only institution that you get the degree. You get the certificate, yes, before you start the course. Isn't that so weird? Isn't that so hard? Like you get to learn after you've been awarded, and you can't say no, I'm not taking this course again. No, you have to take this course. We don't have any choice. We have to take that course, except from some reason. Yes, no, for some bad reasons, which was stated in the Bible, right? So, but we're not going too deep into it. Yes, it is. Kemi, can you please expatiate? Tell me, can you please let us know what you mean? Yes, it is. Yes, it is what? It is a job or what? So who now benefits most? We haven't have anybody calling in. I want to hear because that was actually the debate on both parties benefit. Is that what you mean, Tokumbo? Please always expatiate when you're typing the full sentence. I saw on my WhatsApp somebody said it actually depends, that it's dicey. Both parties should what? Both, I believe. Oh, Fumi Akaka, thank you for coming. Both parties, please, can we all know? That's why I want you guys to call in. Can you please call in? Please just call in and let's hear you. Why do you think both parties benefit from it? And also, both parties benefiting from it, is it equal? Is it 50-50? Or it's not balanced? Is it balanced? Is it 50-50? Or is it 10-90? Is it 90 to 80 to 20? What is the how do you measure it? Our children is our payments. Wow, that's interesting. I have someone calling in, and that's Tokumbo. She's my friend, and she's calling in from Nigeria. Please, can we all give Tokumbo a round of applause? Hi, Tokumbo. You're welcome to our live show. Hi, Tokumbo. You're welcome to our live show.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's echoing, so I want to keep quiet. I'm not going to say anything, so you can have the floor.
Let me just reduce the volume. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you still hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hello everyone that is online. So when it comes to marriage, things change as we grow. Things tend to change day by day. And marriage, like I would say, marriage is not a business venture. Marriage is ordained by God. And whatever God has ordained, both parties are allowed to benefit from it. Both the mother and the father, both the husband and the wife are supposed to benefit from marriage. So people would say, I've heard so many things when it comes to marriage. Some would say 50-50. Some would say 60-70. Some would say 70-30. But it depends. The Bible says, a wise woman builds a home. A woman builds the home. It is natural. God has made it that way. The husband is the giver. The wife is the giver. The wife she's a receiver. Also, the husband is a receiver. Do you understand? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, as I was saying, so when it comes to marriage, you will see So I've seen so many.
Sorry, Tokuma, can you hold on? Sorry, let me just ask people listening. Please, can you all hear her? You can just signify by saying yes, typing yes, please. Fumai Tamo, hello, Oz. Hi, sis. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. We have someone online, someone calling in. If you can hear her, please kindly say yes. Okay, I think people can hear you. I'm just going to keep quiet, then you go ahead.
Okay, as I was saying, like I said, you see so many people come on social media. Me, I don't want to marry, oh. Me, I don't want to this, oh. Women, oh, blah, blah, blah. In the olden days, you can't compare the olden days to this generation. Like they would say, this generation is a Rosoke generation. What our mothers were receiving at the back end there, we can't receive it now. But there are still better ways of doing things. This generation, I've heard about feminism. In our mother's day, there was something like feminism. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
there was something like feminism. Now you hear equality gender. But the Bible says, if we want to follow the Bible, it's supposed to be 50-50. Do you understand? Both the husband and the wife are supposed to benefit from the marriage. In the African setting, you will hear Omotobatida, that means a good child belongs to the father and a bad child belongs to the mother. No! Children belongs to parents. Children belong to parents. It's not that a good child belongs to the father or the mother. No! Even absentee fathers, absentee mothers, children belong to both parties. That's why I said, there's nothing called bastard. Every child, nobody fell from heaven. You are given birth to by someone. And someone impregnated someone before you could come to this world. So when it comes to marriage, it's supposed to be for me, for my own understanding, for my own, because God has ordained marriage. And if I want to follow the Christianity way, the Bible way, do you understand? It's supposed to be 50-50. Both parties are supposed to come together. I got married like 7, going to 8 years now. And like you said, once you get married, your life changes totally. I've learned so many things on this journey. I've seen some young girls, they will say, I don't want to marry you. One woman was beating one man. One man was beating one woman. Domestic violence here and there. We hear about so many things about domestic violence. But the Bible says a wise woman builds her home. A wise woman builds her home. If you don't build your home, it's not magic. Marriage is not magic. Do you understand? I don't know if everybody can hear me.
Yes.
Marriage is not magic. We are all here to learn from one another. We are all here to pick opinions and pick one thing or the other from one another. Nobody is perfect. Do you understand? You might marry someone that maybe his own background is totally different from yours, which is going to be so in the first instance. But you come together and compromise and meet at the middle. You meet at what? At the middle, where you sit your husband down. Maybe your husband was raised in a very posh way. They go in their house. They believe in going to school, doing masters. But you were not raised like that. You believe in hustling, But your husband is telling you to go and do masters. You don't have to fight over it. The both of you sit down and call yourself together. My husband, this is what I want to do. Let's do it this way, So many things coming, even in the political world. You see some politicians, you hear so many things, husband beating the wife beating blah, 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 so many things going on like that. And it tends to discourage some young girls. And I tell them, you don't watch other people's life. You plan your life. You plan it the way you want it to be. The saying goes, you are the architect of your life. The way you draw the plan is the way you, like the saying goes, I tell my children, as you lay your bed, you will reply me, Mommy, that's the way you will lie on it. Yes, it's not magic. Marriage is not magic. The two of you, both parties, you have to come together and meet at a point. There should be an agreement between both parties. If you know your husband doesn't know how to do house chores, call him and teach him. Do you understand? You don't have to be bossy about it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't have to be bossy about it. Darling, I don't know. See, I'm always very. If you don't in Nigeria, you don't have a maid. Do you understand? I leave my husband still reasons with me, but I do my business. I go out to work. I get 3, 4 jobs at the same time. When I get home, I'm always tired. And my husband, I with the children the way I left them. I'm like, we don't do things like this. Let's just come together and work hand in hand. Let's just, let's meet at a point. Maybe if I cook at times, maybe I did not put salt. You don't have to tell me, for your see, you don't put salt. It's not even delicious. There are better ways of, saying it. Why didn't you do it this way? The one you did last time was better than this one. Why? Because the salt here is too much this time around. I'm sorry. Do you understand?
Yes, communication.
Yes, communication is key. And I've noticed something about marriages. Communication. If you don't communicate, like you said, the marriage will break. My friend used to tell me. My friend would tell me, husband this, husband that. I said, I won't buy that idea. Tell me. At times people do things and don't know what they're doing is wrong. I don't know if you know.
Yes.
You will see people do things, and I'm like, see, babes, don't say that. I told my friend, I said, call your husband and tell him that, hello, babe, guy, this thing you are doing, I don't like it. She said, okay. Later on, she summoned courage and she called her husband. And she came back to me, she said, Tokumbo, thank you very much. And you won't believe, and I told my husband about it. And and we resolved it. And since that day, he amended. He doesn't do that again. I said, yes, because at times, the way you were raised is not the same way he was raised.
Yes.
If you are doing something that your husband does not like, or your wife does not like, see, this thing you are doing, I don't like it too. I've noticed again, when it comes to raising the kids, the men tend to withdraw. No, it's for both parties.
Yes.
I bathe my children, my husband for them. That is the way it's supposed to be. I bathe my children, my husband is supposed to dress up for them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I go and drop them. If it's available, he should go and pick them. It shouldn't be one-sided. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
My children, I have a toddler. I'm cooking in the kitchen and they want to eat. I'm still cooking. You help me feed them with cereal. It shouldn't be this thing. They should not see. At times you can compromise, and at times you should not compromise. Whatever you don't want in your marriage, don't entertain it from the first day. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, we understand.
If your husband is doing something that you don't like, I believe in the earlier the better. You correct that mistake fast.
Yeah.
If you do it again, you still correct it. That this thing you're doing, I don't like
it.
I won't do it to you. I won't do it to you. Please don't do it to me. Do you understand?
Yes.
That is the way marriage will work. Even if you don't pray. See, you have to pray for your marriage. But if you're doing the right thing and you put God first and you're doing the right thing, do you understand? You are putting God first. Note down this point. You are putting God first because God ordained marriage.
Yes.
The Bible says, he who finds a wife, not he who finds a husband. You have found me because you like some characters in me, because you like some features in me. You have found me. I think it's now left for you to work hand in hand with me.
Mm-hmm.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. And the same Bible says, woman. I keep saying that thing. A wise woman.
Yes, we need wisdom. It's very important.
Quote, wise in quotes. Wise woman builds a home. You might be wise. Then when you start going to friends, they might want to mislead you. Like I said, if you know you don't want something in your marriage, from day one, you do not entertain it. If your husband mistakenly hits you, don't let it last long. There and there, correct that thing. Correct it instantly. If you hit me again, I promise you, I would send you to jail. You might not mean it. You're trying to correct something. No, it's true.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, that's what I'm saying. If you hit me again, I promise I will call 911.
I think our culture. Sorry, I'm going to cut you. Our culture, we ladies have been trained to endure. Like we were not trained to be outspoken. Unlike kids of these days, like I like the way my kids are so outspoken. Like, but when they say some things, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'm going to speak to you about. That means when we were younger, you can't voice out. So I think it's and I'm sure it's not like that in all culture. Like of course, like where we are, but back
You know,
in Nigeria.
I said something earlier on. I said the olden days, our mother's days, they were not outspoken. We are outspoken now.
Yes.
But our children are better than us.
Yes.
Like I said, it keeps changing.
Yes.
What my mother could tolerate then, I will not take it from my husband.
Yes. We want to enjoy wedding. I mean, we want to enjoy our marriage. This.
Yes.
But they endured. They endured their marriage. Most of them didn't enjoy. But we want to enjoy. That's the difference.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
Okay, now, I said, I told myself this 2021, I said, this 2021 is my year. I will not lie to you. I started working out. I started eating healthy food. As I speak, I'm going for a makeup training class because I think I've tried, at least for this, my marriage is going to 8 years now. So I think I've tried to an extent, and I've raised my children. And let me too have a feel of what it is to be a woman.
Yes.
Let me go back to my young days,
Yes.
I will not be, laid back. That's what kills most marriages. You will see some men, they say, yeah, but to be more, after she has given birth, she's not the normal woman. No, it shouldn't be like that. You should get yourself back together as a woman, regardless of what it is, regardless of the situation. As a woman, I said 2021, I used to tell my children. My children will say, Mommy, is this 2021 or 2021? I said, yes, it's for me.
Yes.
So let me allow other people to call in.
Thank you.
If I have to call in again, I can, let me just allow
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tokumbo. Right. Thank you so much. Right. I really jotted so many things, so many points. The first one, of course, you said marriage is not a business. Yes, marriage is not a business. I jotted a few points as well. And you said whatever God ordains, both parties are meant to benefit. Of course, God is not partial. You're right. God is not partial. Whatever God ordains, both parties are meant to benefit. Thank you so much, Tokumbo. Thank you so much. Guys, what do you guys have to say? You can leave your comments. You can leave a comment in the comment section about what Tokumbo said. But I'm just going to mention some other points you mentioned that I like and which aligns with what I had in mind as well. Like I said, in the olden days, our mothers endured, most of them endured married, and that's because so many factors affected it. They grew up in a society whereby women are not supposed to talk. Women are not supposed to talk. They were not outspoken. Whatever your husband does, that's why it was so common there that then polygamy was so common there then, because you don't have any right. You can't say anything. So you're supposed to just be saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and that kind of thing. And also communication. Of course, when they are now outspoken, when they're just supposed to be bowing down for their husband, they don't really have rights. So the communication was lacking because they have so many things that they didn't like, but they can't say it. And we are not supposed to come to this life and just enjoy. We're supposed to enjoy life generally, marriage, whatever you're doing. So I feel that's part of the issues they had, right? Yes, thank you, Fumite and more. Yes, she's right. Yes, that's part of the issues that parents had, and some people still have that issue now. Yeah, you guys will be surprised. Some people still have such issue now. They can't talk, and that originated from husband and wife not being friends. Like when you choose someone when you have a partner that you guys are not friends, of course issues like that are going to pop up. So let me give room for other people to talk as well before I go too deep into the points I have here. Please, you can call in. I have my phone number pinned on the screen. Oh yes, you're right. Mariam Gold TV. A lot of ladies. I like 2-3 weeks ago, I was hanging out with a friend and she was telling me about like 2 or 3 friends that are having issues, and I also said, true, I know some other people, and it's as bad as I feel. Communication is even what is missing so much. Like communication is what is missing, and some of them, because of probably the experience they had or what they've seen in their home, what their parents have done, like they are broken and they are not healed. So they are carrying bitterness all around, and it's affecting their relationship. It's affecting, like, those kind of people. I feel they need therapy. They should see a counselor and all of that. And I don't know why back home, like Nigeria, they most especially in Africa, we tend to share. I mean, shy away from seeing a therapist or a counselor regarding your marriage. Like, people don't want to open up, but they are comfortable telling to their friends that will give them wrong advice. So I feel most of it is communication. Okay, we have another call, and let me just pick it. Hi, sis.
Hello, Caesar. This is my more.
All right, you are online now, and people can hear you. I'm just going to give you the floor for you to please contribute to this topic.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I won't talk much, but yeah, I just wanted to contribute to the topic. That's a very good topic, and yeah. So I just want to say that, to be honest, women, I feel like we do more, regardless of how much our husband helps us or whatnot, we still do more, and there's no other way to it. We just do more. Like, we do
True.
more than men, and men achieve a lot more in marriage than we women. So I don't know. People can disagree with this, but this is what I feel.
Yes.
So this is what I feel like. I mean, in my whole situation, because yes, my husband helps. He takes the kids to school. We used to do it together before, but since I got pregnant, and we started doing it, we took them to school. Even though it works night shifts only, we will still come back in the morning and take them to school, and wake up again in the afternoon to take them off. So, but even at that, and it does, chores in the house, but even at that, I still do more.
Of course. I totally agree.
Yeah, so I'm still going to go to the market, and come back and cook. And see, it hardly comes in the kitchen to help. Because it will be inside with the kids, sorting them out. And even at that, the kids will come to me in the kitchen. Oh, mommy, I want this and this and that. And daddy will be there,
I know, right? I know.
Daddy will be there. I will be like, okay, you left your dad in the room and you are here. To tell me what you want in the kitchen. Like, seriously. Sometimes it's annoying. I will just scream like, okay, yes, there, I'm here. I'm the only one here. You cannot even sort them out. I'm tired.
I know.
But that is motherhood, I think, because for me, men as well, they are just a big baby.
Yes.
They are big babies. So, to be honest, women, we are very much more, regardless of the help we get from our husband, we do more. Like, we do a lot more, and there's no other way to it. We are husband, we do more. We do everything. I would say we do everything.
You're right.
Really just, it's nothing compared to what we women go through, what we do, and all of that. Even if we are sick, we're not allowed to be unwell, because even though we are unwell, our children will be hungry. We will still have that strength to stand up and look after them, to feed them, and sort out their food and all of that. But when they are unwell like this, they will just be there like a baby. You'll be the one to be pampering them. They won't get up to sort the kids out or anything. So, shout out to all women. We do more. I'm telling
True, you're right. I absolutely agree with you. Even the Bible says it, and Tokumba emphasized more on that the Bible says a wise woman builds her home. And what does that mean? The virtuous woman, she provides food. They talked about winter. Exactly. Before winter, she doesn't allow our children to, anybody in the house to feel cold. She makes the house warm. Exactly. She provides them clothes to keep warm as well. And also it mentioned that she was a businesswoman. She was into clothing or wool. I think that would be an interesting topic, because I read a book some years back on common women, and it was just about the virtuous woman. And she did so many things. So I totally agree with you. No matter how our husband are helping us, guys, I agree we do a lot. But what we just need is we just need some love. We need more love, understanding, and appreciation. Because see, no matter what, a man cannot even carry a man cannot carry pregnancy. He can't breastfeed. He can't. There are some things that are so drawn. The line are so drawn that men cannot do. But what we need in return is appreciation, love, and all of that. But some men do not see that like that. Any small mistake, they pick on that, and they've forgotten all of other sacrifices we made in the night and all of that. So I totally agree with you, sis, that we women do a lot. We do a lot.
Yeah, I just feel like on Nigerian men, sorry, Nigerian men, so like I said, maybe not all of them, but most of them are just not romantic.
They are not, oh. They are not. Please, this is another topic we need to raise. We need to, that's why communication is very important. No matter what, we need to tell them what we want, how you want it, what you want. Because that's the problem. I think most marriages, the problem is lack of communication. Honestly, if you can understand me, just like me speaking French, you're speaking Hausa, we cannot understand ourselves. We'll be fighting every day. But when we communicate rightly, we will understand ourselves. Though I know sometimes ego might be there, might set in, they might not want to argue at the same time. But then that's when wisdom now comes in for the woman. You have to be diplomatic. You have to have wisdom and know how to put things down so that the man, because still we still have to respect the man. The Bible says man should love the woman, and woman should do what respect. So we have to, any man that you treat with respect, you will enjoy the fruit of that respect. Is when you treat your husband anyhow outside, even within the house, you talk to him anyhow among the kids. They don't like it. Some might be quiet, but they will use some other things to punish you, and you will know that it's something that you've been doing. And again, before you can forgive yourself, you guys talk it out and iron it out. So that's why it's very important you marry your husband, but your friend. But when some people have made that mistake, but it can be done. Do you know that those days, I learned that those days, women didn't love their husband. Like they grew to love their husband. Yes, because if you remember, that was when they do arranged marriage. They just go and carry one woman and give it to the man. Feel, oh, this one should marry from this family, and all those kind of things. And they might not even see, it's even as bad as they might not even see the man before the marriage. You know that they don't, most of the time they don't even set that. So how will I love somebody I never set my eyes on? I don't understand that kind of marriage, you get. But they tend to love, they grow in love. And I think that's one thing I learned to before I got married, to like, women can grow in love. Like when somebody treats you well, it's very easy for us to love up. Yes, it's very easy for us to love up. So it's when the man is not treating us well, we feel, oh, the love is missing. Then we start misbehaving. That's where you have to read the Bible too. That a good woman a wise woman builds a home. So there you start seeking for wisdom, even though you don't have it. Talk to people that are experienced in this marriage institution. Good people that you can confide in. Read books, and thank God for social media these days. Read books and all of that, then you know how to do those things and improve it in it. But the good thing is when you communicate, raw communication, it might be so hard sometimes, but I'm sure that from there something good. Yes, of course, it can lead to arguments. But when one is being out, the other one should be cool and calming down. There's nothing wrong in in arguing your husband, and there's nothing wrong in being angry. There's nothing wrong, but it's just that you know boundaries, you know limits, you know when to bring him back and all of that. So I feel when of course, and all this thing is not just one dating. It's continuous. No, it's not. Yes, it's not just one. Yes, it will take years, but if both parties have agreed that, we want to make this thing work, and the point that they want to make this thing work, then they will continue, because new things would evolve. You can't live all your life within 1 year. Things will change. You might have a change of, God forbid, health issues might come in, and all those things, challenges will come in that you never planned. It could be financial challenges. So time will test you, and you still have to understand and know how to dance to each tune of the season that you are in. So I totally understand you, and I totally agree with your point. We women, we do a lot. We do a lot. No matter how tired we are, we just keep going. We just keep going. But one thing that has been trending now, and an advocate of, is we need to step back a bit and take care of ourselves, because we do so much and we totally forget ourselves.
Yes, and these are the things that make us look older than our
yes
women.
Yes.
I mean, the stress of carrying a pregnancy alone, the stress of not looking after the children, growing them, sleepless nights, all of that. Like, these are the things that makes us grow older.
You're right.
Men quickly.
Yes.
And it's because we tend to do everything all by ourselves. We don't kind of share with the man that, okay, you help with this. So it's very good to start up and get that support as much support as necessary in the relationship.
Yeah, it's okay, we understand. Yes.
So, we tend to do everything by ourselves. We're superwomen, but at the end of the day, we need to look after ourselves as well.
Yes.
Take that day off. Maybe when Obi is called, I normally be like, okay, you work for this off. So your for this off, you give me. I need 1 day off. So that 1 day off, I need to just make my YouTube video.
Yes.
Or have time with my friends and chill out.
Yes.
Especially now that it's locked down, I don't go anywhere. So I just use that 1 day off to make different videos and keep them and just be uploading, editing and uploading. So, we just need that off. We need that support, as much as we can, to just look after ourselves. Sometimes just go out, go to
with your friends. Yes.
Exactly. It doesn't help with mental health. It helps.
Oh, yes.
All our life we do just with the kids, feeding, changing diaper, cleaning, all of that. We need that time for ourselves to feel young, to feel
Yes. And if we are not careful, we are aging. We're all growing and we're aging. You won't be able to do so many things. I saw a picture. I'm sure most of you must have seen that picture of 2 old couples that were on vacation. They were on the boat. Somebody was driving them, selling the boats and all of that, but they were fast asleep. So the caption on the picture says, when you don't do what you're supposed to do at the right time, all the vacation, when you're supposed to be agile, travel and all of that, enjoy your vacation, you're not doing at old age. They were just sleeping. They just wasted money. And again, when you mentioned that's why we grow old. Childbirth alone, all the blood we lose during childbirth, it takes us so many years to get those back. So those are the things that really, really contribute to we getting age. And again, we'll not start stressing ourselves too much, overdoing, not having time, not relaxing. And most of all, we don't have enough rest. We don't get enough sleep, which is another issue we have with health challenges. We don't get enough sleep. I know I am very, 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 very guilty of this, but I'm actually working on it.
Even having a baby alone, the first 6 months of childbirth,
yes,
there will be sleepless nights.
I know.
All of this things piles up in our body and we don't know. And it just be 1 day when we just break down and be sick and all of that. So we really need to take that time out to look after ourselves. And the only thing the much they can do is at least be romantic, at least appreciate us.
At least be romantic. Do you know what happened? Sorry, I'm cutting you. Some weeks ago, me and a few friends were like, oh, let's just get away. Let's let's just go to the hotel. Me, I was like, I was so excited at first. But then I started thinking, I'll leave my children. I said, I can't do a weekend though. Can you imagine? I was like, no, I can't leave all my children for that long. That let's just do one night, like Friday stroke Saturday. Another friend of mine was like, no. She was even totally out of it. I was like, okay, my husband was around. I was like, oh, babe, so I'm getting away. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I'm like, are you sure? My other friend was telling me that. Our husband said, hey, if I hear what, I will go with you. Now are you going to leave these children with me? So what I'm trying to say is that even look at when we have opportunity to even now we are even thinking of it. We are conscious of it, like, okay, let's get away, just girls things. But unconsciously, I don't want to leave my kids. I don't want to know what to say. Unconsciously, I'm like, no, I don't want to. And that's how we all felt too. But we're like, and I said, okay, let's just start with a night, then gradually we'll begin to graduate to where we can go all weekend. I know it's a cycle thing, like it's in our head that our children are going to be fine. That's the problem we all have. We always being scared. If it's the men, they will go and not think about it. They know that the kids are in safe hands. So why can't we have confidence that this is their father, right? They will be in safe hands too. We don't have the confidence. We feel sometimes we just want to put everything on our head, like I want to do everything. No. It should be distributed.
One thing I realized is that you see men, they are very clever, When they see us, we have to like they cannot look after the children, like they cannot do anything. But trust me, men can look after children than we will.
Of course.
We are not there.
Of course.
We cannot do it.
They can.
They will do it. They can do it. But when they see us, they'll be asking like, I don't know how to do this. How do you do this? They know. They know. You have to let them know that they have to just do it. They just have to help. Sometimes if I have to pass on a message to my husband, and I feel like, okay, I don't want to be complaining all the time, like making him feel like he's not, trying or he's not good enough. So I'll just find a video on YouTube whereby they're talking about that particular thing that I want to.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
I'll be like, exactly. I'll just be reacting to that video like, exactly, this is the way it should be. Exactly. No, I'm not romantic. I'm not romantic. Exactly. Men should be romantic. Exactly. I will not mind him, but I know that he's hearing everything. So that way I'm passing on, that way we know that, then we now say that, so what are you trying to say? Am I not romantic? And I'll be like, did I mention your name?
but one thing is, I can't really blame them too. I think it's still the society thing. They are not trained to be that way too. So that's why we shouldn't be angry at them, but judge the situation, but judge what they did and try to correct them with love. Everything still boils down to communication and wisdom. Look at the way you treated it. You will look for a topic on YouTube and you make sure your husband is listening. That's wisdom. You get that's wisdom. You make sure, I always look for avenue like that. Like let him just listen. Like maybe we are listening to something and say something that will benefit me. I'll be praying that let him just walk in, let him just listen so that at least let him know. And sometimes I tell him, sometimes we do like maybe note writing. I just leave and funny enough, do you know this note writing? My husband started it. Like sometimes he would just drop a letter for me, and like the first time I was so like, oh my god, this is so romantic. And I'm like, for a man to think of it, they like it too. So I started doing that kind of thing. So like, obviously, we should think out of the box. See, this thing is easy. It's just that ego that comes in, and so many people are broken already, so they are not healed. So you have to first identify yourself, identify what the problem are, then look for a way to sort all these things out. But still, we women do a lot. Like I'm still going back to that one that we do a lot.
There's no other way to do. We do a lot. And to be honest, I don't blame these men too, because they the way they were brought up. You know, our fathers in the olden days, I mean, their fathers, like, they don't come back, oh, where's my food? Okay, food is ready. They will just eat and go to bed. There's no form of romance between parents then. So,
yes, they were not seeing those things.
Exactly. So, and especially those that their parents grew up like apart, like they grew apart, they grew up with both.
Yes, those kind of thing affects people too.
Exactly. So I mean, so we should say it in that way for them as well. So that is where communication comes in, and to just show them the way it should be done and the things we want, and the things we would love in the marriage and everything. So I think that, I mean, communication is very important, because these men as well, they might not even see it as something that is wrong. They might not see it as a big deal, but to us, it is big deal. It is big deal. So it's just letting them know, not just buckling up everything within you that, oh, I did not do this for me. You might not even know that,
it's doing something wrong. Yes. And this brings me to thinking that we should not start doing that now. Start laying the foundation. Start teaching our male child. I do that to my son. Like, I tell him, no, ladies first. I tell him all those things. No, be courteous to your sister. No, you don't beat lady. You don't. I do all those things. And during my birthday, I remember telling my kids that, guys, I want breakfast on bed. And they're like, no, mommy, we can't cook. I'm like, so when you grow old, you won't do that to your wife. Like, I started telling him from theory, so let them start having it in their mind, because that's the problem our own husbands have. Like, men of these days, like, they didn't have such training. They didn't see their parents doing all of those. Most of them didn't see their parents doing all of those things. Our society too frown about it. Like, you can't even express your affection outside. Like, you can't even hold your husband. Like, I remember when me and my husband were cutting, and I tried to hold him outside. He's shy. He's like, no. I'm like, what's there? Like, so our society to contribute to it. So, and who are the society? It is still we. It's from home. Yeah, we are the smaller society. So now all those things that we are seeing that are affecting the larger society should be treated from the smaller society, which is the family. We should start teaching our kids all those things now. We should start letting them know, be romantic, we do this, buy flowers, do all those kind of things. And that's what I really appreciate about the Western world. Like, oh my God, like during Mother Day, they're going to buy flowers and give it to all the children to give it to their parents. They're already sending a message to them, sending signals, so they know that, you can give flowers and all of that. So God help us. God help us. Yes, we'll get there.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. This is so sweet. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And regards to your family.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you too. So thank you. That was Fumite and more. That was so insightful. Thank you so much for calling in. Oh, we have another caller. You're welcome. You're live now. Please introduce yourself and have the floor. Okay, can you reduce the volume of your either TV or your laptop, whatever you're using? Can you reduce the volume, please? So that our voice doesn't echo.
Is it better now?
Oh, yes, it's better now.
Sorry, I'm using my sister's phone.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I can see the topic is centered more about, I can see more ladies are here. My name is Olu.
Okay.
I'm using my sister phone, as I said. I think who benefits, as the topic says, I think it depends on everybody's circumstances. You see, I have a friend and the wife doesn't even stay at home. Like, she doesn't stay at home. And my friend has to clean the pampers, wash up, clean the house. who benefits in that kind of a marriage settings, obviously, is the woman, because he's calm. He was raised by a single mom. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Not men, not all men. We should just thank God for grace. We should thank God for the position we are in. You see, we can't judge. We can't say, oh, all men are not romantic. All men. It depends on how we are raised. You see, it depends on how we are raised.
True.
We should thank God for His grace. We should thank God for the man we are. Yeah, we all need to endure. We need to endure. When you respect a man, when you care for a man, if he's a good man, the man will definitely. Yeah, I understand the part of pregnancy and all, but women, we do a lot too. It depends on how we are raised. I'm really passionate about this, you see. I'm really passionate, but as a man, sorry, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Yes,
yeah.
We can.
As a man, if a woman respects us, it depends generally on how we are raised. I'm short of words. I don't know what to say because I'm just short of words. When my parents pray and say you marry the bone of your bone, you would not really say amen to that because we don't really get the insight of that prayers. But once you have your own man, and you grow together and you pray together, prayer, respect, I think everything work accordingly.
True.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have much to say anyway. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for calling in. And so I really understand your part where you said it depends on individual different circumstances. So you can't really say we can't really generalize all this because some people don't have, like the Western part of the world, they might have their own issues, but it's definitely not most time complaining about men not being romantic or women doing all that, because I know here it's 50-50. Even when it comes to finances, like how they foot the bills in the house, both men and women contributing. But when we came here, it was a culture shock for us, because it's not like that. Like when it comes to Nigeria, like, okay, now as we're about going deep into this, now I remember that it's not, we can't generalize it. We have women that they do more when it comes to financing the family bills, but most times men do more. So I understand what you mean, that it depends on individual situation. It can't be generalized, but I feel the main thing is for each marriage, the best thing is to first identify yourself, know who you are, then now identify the problems you have in the family. And I will continue to yes, you made mention of prayer. It's very key. Like, what marriage works without God? Like, even if it looks rosy and all of that, you can't sustain it without prayer. You can't sustain it without God, because there'll be external forces as well. So, and the saying that says a praying family stays together, of course, true. We've seen this work, and when you pray together, you stay together. It even brings more intimacy, and as well as the children will see. And the problem is, like like the other caller said, the children would see what you do. Most people that have people, they might be good personally. Like when you meet them one-on-one, they're nice, cool people, like in their place of work, they're doing well in their career, in their business, and all of that. But they have issue with their spouse. It could be from a man, it could be a woman. And if you do a research, some people, it's because of the kind of home they came from, the background, what they see their parents doing, what they see happening around them. The parents were always fighting, of course. And a child that sees is a parent always fighting, what do you expect of such child when they grow up? They'll think it's a normal thing, except they are lucky to have gone through maybe therapy, or see other families that they admire and know that, oh, marriage could actually be sweet. But for them, they'll feel, oh, this is what marriage is. And that's why you see so many women like, oh no, I don't want to go in. Or some women might make mistake in the first marriage, and when they are out, you see them, they like no, I don't want to give it a chance anymore. So I truly understand this thing cannot be generalized. So it actually depends its ways. But like most time, like in general saying, like I would say like 99% women still do more, but when it comes to the benefits it's kind of wavy, so that I can't really say. But most times like I'm totally in support. Like even the Bible has said that women, a wise woman builds his, I mean a wise woman builds her home. So thank you for calling. I do really appreciate your contribution. Thank you for that. Oh, I thought you, do we still have it here? Okay, I'm with you.
On a scale of on a scale of 1 to 10, I give women 100%.
Sure.
Bravo to all women.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in. I do really appreciate your call.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yes, Temitope, let me just go through. Thank you to all our callers. I'm just going to quickly go. I know I've been seeing some comments and all of that. So let me just quickly go through so we don't go too far and not acknowledge people that joined us, and as well as questions or their contribution. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I've seen those questions before. Abiodun, thank you for joining us. Yesterday, F, thank you. You're welcome. Sorry, guys. If you want to call in, you can call in. I'm just trying to see if there are any questions or any post I missed already. I'm a teacher. Okay, that was when we were talking about what you do. Both parties should do. Our children are our payment. That's true. Our children are our payment. We're talking about people saying what they do is when they are asked what do you do for a living, they said they are married. So, and someone said our children are our payments. That's good. We get all the payments when we are old. Yeah, you're right, cross sisters. We get all the payment when you're old, and that's when you have peace of mind, when you've trained good, when you've trained your children in the right way, you have peace of mind, and that's part of the benefit, that's part of the payments we get. Margaret Oyetaki, thank you for joining. Let me quickly appreciate those that joined us just in case. Gifts, thank you for joining. Abitem, yesterday F, Abiodubeyeku, thank you. Cross Sisters, thank you. Gift Oko, thank you for joining us. Tokumbo Odun Joko, thank you. Temikola Wole Adekoke, thank you. And Odutokpe Macaulay Okoro, thank you. Yesterday F, thank you. Odutokpe Macaulay Okoro again, thank you. Antonia, thank you. Oluwaseun Aboyade, thank you for for coming, for joining us. Is married, my sister. Okay. Kehinde Fowler, thank you. Fumi Akaka, thank you. Miriam Gold TV, thank you for joining. I truly appreciate you. Fumi Akaka, Fumite, and more, thank you so much. Olaoye, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. Margaret Oyetaki, thank you for joining us. And thanks to all those that have called in, and those that said they can't call in because of the time difference, because of their spouse. I do really appreciate you all. A lot of ladies still have these issues. Yes, that's true. Abby Banks, thank you. I think we should enjoy and endure. True. You can't enjoy all through. There still has to be endurance, because we are all brought up in different homes, different beliefs, different trainings, different upbringing. So we still have to endure in some other areas. But the endurance shouldn't be what would kill us. It shouldn't be what is will be is bad. So that's when we need to speak out. Abby Banks, EO, I feel a woman should learn to love her body and have self-love first. Yes, EO, thank you. This is a good one. A woman should first love herself and a woman should learn to love her body and have self-love first. Yeah, that is true. That's very, very paramount. That's very, very important because most times we even see other women body shaming us, like when we get to start giving birth. Of course, this changes our body structure and all of that, so most people don't tend to appreciate themselves. The eye, that's where you see so many people want to do body works, like changing so many parts of their body. But when you don't appreciate yourself, you don't expect anybody to appreciate yourself because you won't treat yourself right. So when you appreciate yourself, you respect yourself, then you other people will do what you will do unto you what you are doing to yourself. So that's really important as well. And that needs to be preached a lot to us, to a lot of women. And self-love is very, very important. Not only like taking care of yourself, going out, having a massage and all of that. First, love yourself and know that your happiness is not dependent on anybody. Because I see that that's caused most issues in home as well. Like the women tend to rely on men to make them happy. No, it shouldn't be. You should first know yourself, love yourself, and have self-love. Then you cannot relate on your husband and be happy on things you do yourself, memories you keep and all of that, but not that you're relying totally on someone else to make you happy, because no, that cannot work. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, enjoy, buy yourself things, take care of yourself. So, FK and family, thank you for joining. Thank you for your love and support. It's midnight here. We'll watch it tomorrow. That's fine. I see that you are still here. Big thumbs up. Guys, please, let's thumb up. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Yes, we do more. That's true. That was when Forman said we ladies do more, which is true. Even the Bible said so, that a wise woman builds her home. So well said, and encouragement. Thank you. Well said. Encouragements. And okay, I'm feeling my little one. I'm feeding my little one now. That's from Miriam Gold TV. She said, I'm feeding my little one now, and my husband is fast asleep. My sister, we are with you. We are with you. God is with you. That's normal. Like, I shouldn't say that's normal. Sorry. I'm taking that back. It's not normal. It should sit beside you and be pampering you, be massaging your back, be chatting with you. Sometimes you don't need somebody to talk with, you just need somebody beside you. Guys, we need to start training our kids too. Let's start training them. Let them know they should love their wives, be with them. Mole goke mole, so it's going to tell on your body. Yes, that means I can do all things. It's going to affect you. That's right. You're right, my sister. Oh yeah, I saw that pics. Oh yeah, so I'm sure that was when I was talking about the picture of old people going on vacation and they were fast asleep on the boat. This topic is just holding me back. Oh yes, FK1 and family. It's an interesting topic, and I feel all women should be involved in this way. There's no how you won't learn one or two things, and also share your own experience as well with other women. Wish I could call in, but it's midnight. Wow, I can't do with my kids. Yes, I can't do with them, but let's try to leave them with their parents, with their father. Let's have the trust that they will take care of them. Of course, we are not the only one that gave birth to them. It's both parties. So we shouldn't be afraid leaving our kids. I know most people suffer, most women suffer from that. I do too, but I'm trying to work on that. Let's leave the kids with our husband. They will take care of them. And funny enough, they do a lot taking care of the kids. They do a lot when we are not there. So it's just the fear. Wish I could call in. That's Miriam Go TV. Yeah, that's fine. FK1, I do that too. I caught strangely injection moment topics that touch the situation at hand. Yeah, so you caught strangely, just bring topic that touch what is going on Interesting topic. That's from Abiodun. Very loud and clear. Okay, good. God bless this caller. And amen. Amen. Mommy Kalema. Olu, God bless you for that brief but deep contribution. Okay, that's from Temitope Brahimon. Thanks, darling. Thanks for joining. Kindly turn off from the hope, guys. Okay. Thanks, everyone, stopping on by the live stream. We really appreciate you all. You are welcome, sis. You're welcome, everyone and family. Good night. Thank you. We love you. Good night to you too. We'll definitely catch up. That way we are created. Yeah, that's where we are created. Yes, yes, we'll definitely book after them. We are made to be strong and be the backbones of our husband. Yes, when God created a man, what did he say? All my Bible scholars, what did he say? He said, let's create an helper. So he created a woman to be an help. So we are created to be their backbone. So these men are actually babies. If you know how to deal with them, they're actually babies. They actually are babies. Okay, Miriam, good. Thank you, sis. You catch up tomorrow. Thank you. We do really appreciate. Please let's press like button. So I appreciate Tammy. Thanks, God. God bless you as you do so. Amen. Thank you, Mama. Please, everyone, like this video. Okay, please kindly like the video. Thank you all for thinking of that and saying that and encouraging other people to do. Please kindly like the video. Do we have any other person that wants to come in? That wants to call in? Excuse me, guys. Please call in. Let's know what you think about this. Good night, ladies. That's from Miriam Gold. I do really appreciate your support, sis. Thanks for coming. We appreciate and enjoy your time with us. Good night. We'll see you too tomorrow. Definitely. You can catch up. Please, let's call in. Let's call in. Let's call in. Let's call in. Let's know what you guys think about this topic. Let's hear from you. All right. So while we're waiting for other people to call in, I'm just going to add to the points we already had. And I think I've mentioned most of the things, but for me, it's supposed to be like how God has ordained it. Just like I just read now that marriage is for both parties, and God created women to be helpers to men. So they can't actually do anything on their. It's supposed to be a teamwork thing. It's supposed to be a teamwork. They can't actually do anything on their own. Likewise, we women as well. We can't do anything on our own. So that God has seen that it's good. That's why He has brought every one of us together to do this thing together. Thank you. I see Fumai sharing the video and FK1. Thank you for sharing this video. So that's why He has brought us together to do it. So I feel it's supposed to be together, like it's supposed to be teamwork, doing everything together. But the Bible has already said it as well, that a wise woman builds a home. So obviously, with my own understanding, women would always do more, and God has already given us our own duties as well. When Adam and Eve were sent away from the Garden of Eden, it said the man would, like the punishment from what they did, that the man would till the ground. That means he'll be the one to work, provide to the for the family financially. But now we see that some women are the breadwinner, which it's not supposed to be. So, guys, what do you think about that one? Some women are the breadwinner. Me, I know some people might be against what I'm saying, but according to the world, the men should be the breadwinner. Guys, if you are in support of this, please. Glam anesthesia, marriage benefits only men in Nigeria. You're right, my sister. I know. Thanks for joining. Marriage benefits only men in Nigeria. Thanks for joining. Yes, because of the culture. I believe that. So you're welcome. The culture is the culture, because Nigeria women are not allowed to be really, really outspoken. Like we all know that. So they tend to endure most, and men tend to have the upper hand, free hand. That's why men can practice polygamy. And of course, I'm not saying women should do that. No, I'm not in support. And even if your husband is doing something wrong, we don't make right with wrong. You're not going to pay back with wrong. No. So, but it's so sad that that's the story. That's all of the day. That's how it is in Nigeria. That men have the upper hand, they have the say, they have everything, and they benefit more from marriage. It's so so sad. That's why I want us to start building another generation that will change this narrative. Like start inculcating that in our male child. Get them involved in everything. Because okay, what is the problem? Most problem women face is, first of all, it varies. Some men don't provide financially. You said I could never be married there. Some men don't provide financially, which is wrong, which men are supposed to. Secondly, we need help. Sometimes we don't get enough help from our husband. We tend to do all those things. And why have you ever thought of why is it that they can't help us? It's because of the way they are brought up. They when they were bringing us up, they tend to focus more on women when it comes to teaching them homekeeping, working in generally house chores, cooking, and all of that. Our parent tends to focus more on the ladies, and on the girls. You do this. You be the one to wash plates. You be the one to clean the floor, do the laundry, cook, go to the market, while the guys are there just playing, watching TV, using their game. So growing up that way, we've thought, oh, it's just women's duty. No, it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be just only a woman's duty. But where the Bible comes in, that we, the wise woman, is because even if a man is not doing it, are we supposed to neglect and stop doing it? No, we're not supposed to leave it undone. Because if anything happens, like the saying in Nigeria that a good child is for the, that saying is even wrong, but I'll say it. A good child is for the father, while a bad child is for the mother. It's totally wrong. I don't support that because this thing has to be a collective thing. It has to be a teamwork. One person cannot train a child. It's not, I don't think that's right. So it's because the way they were being trained, the boys were not trained to help in the kitchen. They were not trained to help in the house chores. So they grew up that way, and they will marry and they expect the wife to do all that. This same wife is going to be pregnant. This same wife is going to bear your child. This wife is going to start feeding, having sleepless nights. Now, after that, you face the house chores, do external things, and upon that, we still have our own jobs and businesses as well. So that's where we see that this is not balanced. It's not balanced. But my own point, my own view, where I'm driving all this to is we should start training our male child in the way that they should grow. We start training them in the way that we want to be treated. That's what I do for my son. The way I want to be treated, the way I want their dad to treat me, I start training him that way, getting him involved. He knows he does things. Getting though you will know that there is a difference in a male child and a female child. Even though my daughter is younger, her hands are more coordinated doing kitchen things than the brother who is older. But I don't care. I don't need your hand to be coordinated. All I need is to get those things done. Get those things done. I'm seeing something here. Let me just read it, guys. Women, if not financially sound, they are finished. Yes, so that's a problem, and that's why we should empower our women, our daughters, and not only our daughters, anybody. You have power, you have the strength, you have capacity of empowering, of helping financially, or it could be an advice when they're taking decision, or encouraged to do something. Let's do it, because it's our future. So when women are not financially stable, they are finished. I support. It's true. You're totally right. In 2021, it's not realistic for men to carry everything. Oh yes, it's not realistic for men to carry anything. Yeah, women have to support. That's why we all work. You're right, sis. Yes, you're right. You're 100% right. Yes, that's all we all support because the rate things are going these days are so they are not looking funny at all. So just one person cannot do it. Just one person cannot carry everything. Like I said, it's a teamwork. It's two people. How can two people be in a boat, be in a home or doing something, and one person is doing more? The other person will definitely feel cheated. It's normal, like it's normal. It's the way we are wired, the way we are. You would normally feel cheated. It's just that sometimes, most of the time, we've trained ourselves just for peace, just for sanity. We've trained ourselves just to shut that part of our brain that is concerned about our partner not helping us. We just like to shut it off so that there can be peace, so that you yourself can have peace, so that you can just move on and no not have not bother yourself. But because when you get bothered too much, you have headache and you have issues about it. So it's supposed to be joint thing, teamwork. Okay, I'm reading from Glam Anastasia's as well. Anastasia as well. She said, because if you die of hypertension, you will marry because you were over. Of course, there was a story that was trending back then that oh my God, that was a very sad story. And this was a real life story. The lady was working, doing everything, and the guy wasn't doing so much. The lady was doing everything, like doing everything. The in-laws will come, the man will still tell her to go do all of those things and work. She was working and all of that. At the end, she died, and family friends were calling to just check up on the guy, just to know what's up and all of that. The guy had moved on. When friends, it was a long story, of course, I can't really remember so well, and I don't want to say what I can't remember, but it wasn't so long that a family friend of theirs called the guy, like, oh, let's just check up on this guy. How is he faring with the kids? He had moved on. Do you know the guy was outside of the country already? The guy had traveled. The guy they thought would be mourning the wife. The friend cried. I think it was a friend that put all this thing. I can't remember the story. I wish I can remember the story because it was very sad. Because I think they had already warned the lady about so many things, but she didn't listen. And she died. And that's the end. That's the end. And she left her kids. Another woman, the man even remarried and all of those stuffs. Which, of course, the man will remarry. You can't say the man should not remarry. But what really shocked most people was that the man moved on so quick. It was too quick. Of course, we won't say you should mourn forever. But with the rate at which the man moved on, it was so alarming. It was so sad with the whole story of what had happened. So that's why we have to take it easy. That's what I'm doing now. Like, we should all take it, even on your job. If you have a job that is toxic, just be careful. Like, you have to just live for yourself, your parents, you have loved ones, your children, even your husband. So it's very important we take it easy on ourselves and talk, communication, because sometimes some things cannot be left undone. That's the problem, because we can't take our eyes on some things that can be left undone. Let's learn to take our eyes off it. And things that cannot be done, talk to your husband if you need help. That's what we need. We should talk to our husband when we need help. Yes, they focus on only women. Yes, that's what she said. And exactly, sis, you nailed it. They focus on only women. But the men know you are more dependent on marriage than him. So you have to work, cook, clean, raise kids. When you come home, that's not fair. It starts now, not with our own kids. Oh yes, we have to address the issue now, but then we still have to start training our kids as well. It has been done, the deed has been done, that's how they are trained, that's how they behave already. But still we need to communicate. Like, we can't overemphasize on communication. We need to communicate with them, we need to let them know what we want and how we want them to help us. That's why marriage seminars are good for marriage, and both of you should always, couple should come up together too before they get married, what they want, kind of home they want to build, and how they want their home to be structured and all of that. Yeah, so it's teamwork, it's teamwork, and God will help us, and God will give us wisdom. Most of the time, we women too, we lack wisdom, the way we approach, like we shouldn't attack them. The way we approach the issue might cause them to feel they are less respected and all of that. So we need wisdom, and that's when we need to start praying for wisdom, we need the help of Holy Spirit so that we can address the issue in the right way. Because no matter how wrong they are, they're still your husband. They still deserve all the respect. Our husbands still deserve all the respect from us. So we need to respect them and also try to um be diplomatic when we're bringing up this topic. Do we have anyone that want to call in as well? Let's know. You can call in. We want to hear your view. I don't want to be the only one talking. I want to really, really hear people's view about this. So we need to be diplomatic when we are saying all these things too. We need to be diplomatic and not make them feel excuse me, less, because men wants to be respected, and that's what has been ordained. That's the instruction that we have in the word as well, that men should love us, love women, and women should respect their husband. So even with all these, they still want to be treated with respect. Even when they make corrections, you still want to tell them with respect and all of that. And again, we all know how things work for us. So it depends on your spouse. Then you'll be able to know which approach you want to take to address that issue. Like I mentioned earlier, know yourself first, identify those issues and talk about it. If a woman needs help, they should reach out to people they know they can get help from people that have experience, people that are trusted, family members that are trusted, or friends, or a professional. We have counselors, we have therapists and all of that. So these are their professional jobs, and people should reach out. I know so many people need that therapy, but because so many people are hurt already, even in their marriage, it might not even be a past thing, could be in their current marriage, and they don't know how to deal about it. They don't know how to deal about it. And when you are hurt, there's no way you can go on peacefully and with love with that spouse. There's no way. Like I doubt it. I doubt if there's a way around it. So you need to get healed first and forgive. Please, let's see. Yeah, thank you, Sophia. Sophia just joined. Communication is key, and do what you can do. Let the rest be. It's no use overdoing things, because last you will be the one that will bear the brunt on the breakdown. Oh yes, will be the one. And these kids, they don't understand. Even when you're down on the bed, they just want you. Like you almost have no privacy when it comes to the kids. And talking about privacy, somebody called me, and there's this trend I've been seeing now. Lack of communication can lead to depression. Of course, so many women are living in depression. I will not lie to you. Men, they know how to enjoy themselves. I tell you, they know how to have fun and all of that, and they don't have deep thoughts as much as women do. We think so much and have a lot of deep thoughts. So, and that leads to depression when we are not able to handle that issues. So women should get help and just do what you can do. Like Sophia said, do what you can do. Do what you can do at each point in time. And I'm going to say this, that there's so many, it's totally out of this topic, but I think I'm just going to bring it out because I mentioned privacy, and I've been emphasizing more on training our young kids, so that especially the boys, in the way we want to be treated, so that they can treat their spouse that way. There's something that's been happening, and I feel this is very, very bad. And I don't know how we've gone. I mean, I don't know how things have gone this bad. So, because I'm sure you all know, because I'm into business, I have my phone number on all my social media handles, like social media platforms. So I have strange people calling me. I have strange people taking, getting my number and calling me through WhatsApp. Sometimes they call through, most times they call through Facebook. And I have strange people calling me on video calls. It's bad enough you're calling me, and this is not on a business matter. You understand? They're not calling me to make inquiries about business and all of that. I'm so sure of that. Because most people that even want business will text you first and wait for your response and all of that. And if they need to call me, they add the call. If they need to call me, definitely we would have extend some words in communicating first, then before it gets to calling. So all these people they call, like when I see strange numbers, I'm like, oh no, I don't know this number. So I don't rush to pick strange numbers. So after they finished calling, I'll text them. Oh, sorry, who are you? I don't have this number, and I just want them to introduce themselves. And they call for nonsense things. Some might be asking you for help and all of that, which is okay. That's fine. That's a topic for another day. But my point here is, why do you call people on video calls? Like it doesn't make any sense. You don't know me from anywhere. And a friend of mine also mentioned that too. Oh, that's not new. I get video calls from strange people. I don't know. People don't understand privacy. And guys, I'm saying this because it's guys. Guys are the ones doing this. I've never experienced this with any lady. It's guys that are doing this. They call me on video call. You don't even know where I am. You don't even know what I'm doing. We're not friends. For heaven's sake, we're not friends. Even my friends, I know the type of friends I can just call, pick up my phone and call you on a video call. I don't call anyone on video calls. So these are kind of things we need to teach our kids. They should respect people's privacy. Men should respect people's privacy. They should respect when someone says no is no. When someone says yes is yes. You don't just intrude. You don't just go right into calling it. That's very, very bad. Like very, very bad. You don't just like we can't just before people were doing it. I have someone calling in. Hi Tokumbo. We have Tokumbo online or again. Please introduce yourself
Hello.
and you are live now.
Yeah. Okay. My name is Okumbo. So I want to chip in something about people calling you. I think you shouldn't let that bother you. If anybody calls you and you don't know the person, immediately hang up. There's no need for you to entertain such. It is not business. Do you understand? If you don't have anything to do with the person, I would tell you, just hang up. I'm not on social media, but you know the way it is in Nigeria. People can call you randomly, 419. Hello, ma. Yes, ma. Okay, ma. It's me. From where? I'm like, okay, this is you. Who do you want to talk to? The owner of the phone. Who is the owner of the phone? By the time you start entertaining such calls, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
They'll keep calling. But immediately they call and you say, how may I help you? And it's not meaningful. Please, there's no need. Just hang up. But if it's meaningful, if you think it's business and and when you think it's meaningful, at times it might not be meaningful. So somebody has to be very, very careful. You know the way it works in Nigeria. Someone I do call people every blessed day. They call my phone. That is why I cannot give my children phone because they can just call the number or except I will be the only one to call all those phones that you can get to your kids that you'll be the only one to call. Do you understand? Because before they go and call the number and children are very innocent. They start spilling. So in this kind of situation, I would say it over and over again. If it's not something meaningful, please hang up. Then number two, like you said, people should teach their children how to respect people's privacy. Men are the ones calling you. No woman will, women who can be like, come to this way, I don't know what I'm going to make from her. Women to women, but men, I will tell you that, I would gladly tell you that those calls you are receiving might be from Nigeria and they might be 419. Do you know that?
Yeah, you're right.
There might be 419 calls. So just be very extraordinary careful when it comes to picking calls. Since you are out there, on Facebook. Me, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on anything, but they still call me, hello, madam, they sent you the recharge card. They say, who sent you the recharge card? Who do you want to talk to? The owner of the phone. Who is the owner of the phone? Nobody this thing. Nobody who. You know the way they can be here. So just be very, very, careful when it comes to calling and receiving calls online.
Yes, thank you, Tokumbo. I don't even entertain such call. Like, I don't pick any calls I'm not aware of. Like, if I don't know that number, I allow the phone ring and I just text you. But my problem here is, why would you call me on a video call? We are not friends. And bad
I
enough,
know, right?
they just want to beg. And like, even if you want to beg, like, we have people come and beg and they'll just text you. But it's because it's part of lack of respect, lack of understanding privacy, knowing your boundaries. Yes, it's part of it. Like, why would you be calling somebody on video call? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. I saw that and I'm like, no, 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 no way. Of course I blocked the person right away. I blocked the person right away. Thanks for calling in, Tokumbo. I do really appreciate this. Thank you. And it's so common in Nigeria. I know all the fraudsters, they call you and just waiting for who to fall, be a prey.
All right.
Thanks, darling. Thanks for calling. Yeah, I'm looking at Glam's Alextension. She said, as an African American woman, married to a Nigerian man for over 10 years, I was ready to leave the marriage when I noticed my husband expected me to work, pay bills, and cook and clean when I got home. No way. Like, I'm so sorry you experienced this, though there are good men out there that would foot the bills and assist you with some other things. You might get to do most of the chores, but at least they typically take care of the expenses like bills and all of that, then assist with few things. But there are still the lazy ones there out there that don't want to do anything. Like, I don't understand. They don't want to do anything, and all they want to do is just sit back at home, enjoy. And I hope you guys don't have any kids around you and enjoy. And at the end, still want to just have good time with the kid. I mean, with the wife after she had gone all day, walked and all of that. You just still want to just pound her on the bed. No way. That's not accepted. That's not accepted. Let me read on. I know she has other things to say. He didn't understand that we here in the West, as women, do our duties, but you will not overwork me. Yes, nobody should overwork anybody. No one is a slave. We are both helpers. That's what they fail to understand. Yes, that's what they fail to understand. A woman is not a slave. We are both helpers. Though we need to respect you, but you should love us. How do you show love to people? Is it by overworking them? Then you don't love the woman. Simple, period. A woman that you want to just use both physically, financially, mentally, you just want to drain that woman totally. Of course, you don't love the woman. So this thing is a teamwork thing. I can take care of myself so you can do your part or go. Sure, true. And that's why communication is very important as well. We need to let them know when they are doing things wrong. No, man, this is wrong. It's not done this way. Thank God he understand in some time the way he was raised is not fair to women. Yes, you're right, that manifestation. Like I said it, I understand. I've researched and I've thought of this thing thoroughly, like, and I totally know it's most times large percentage of men that behave this way just because the way they were brought up, the way they see their parents do things, the way they see things being done in their community, in their society, and they just believe that's the best way, that's the way to treat women, and that's not. So that's why we have to hear ourselves, voice out, but in a wise way. We'll apply wisdom, be diplomatic about it, communicate with them, and also train our younger ones that are coming up so that they don't fall victims. I even trust the lady, I mean the kids of these days, they are very, very outspoken. So I'm sure nobody will entertain that. Oh yes. Oh yes. Thank God. Thank God you guys are good. Thank God you guys are good that you later understand. She said, I was ready to leave. It is as if it felt paying the house was enough. No, that's not enough. That's not all we need. We need to be pampered. We need to be cared for. We need someone. Sometimes we get tired of eating what we eat. We cook every day. We need our men to come out, even though it's just a weekend, cook for us. Like, we know we all go out sometimes eat out. We want you to cook for us. We want you to treat us the way we are treating you. So that's important. Men, yes. Yes, kids of these days speak up. Oh yes, you're right. Fumite. Kids of these days, they speak up. Like, I give that to them. They speak up always. Like, no, like when my kids say some things, I'm always like, wow. Like, I am impressed. I like the fact that, oh, so they won't grow up and just keep quiet when people are doing things. Because another thing that is wrong with our own society, I mean Africa generally and Nigeria, I will talk of, is because you have an adult. I mean, we tend to respect an adult so much that even when they do wrong thing, we don't have a say. So that means, literally, even when we know that an adult is doing something wrong, but because of the culture of respect, we keep quiet. We can't say anything, which is totally bad. Like, age is just number to me. So you can have a child or a younger one can have wisdom, can will be able to direct you or tell you when you're doing something wrong. Though you have to say it in a diplomatical way, like I said, be diplomatic about it, be respectful. There are ways you can correct people with love, with respect. There is People can be corrected and they won't feel bad, like, oh, they won't feel lashed or down talked or anything. But it's the way our culture has, I mean, the way our society is, we can't really speak out. But I like the fact that the narrative is changing. It's not like it used to be before. It used to be before. It's not like that. But we, the youth, with youth and ladies, we just have to know how to come up with these things so that there'll be peace, and things can be ironed out easily. I got a message now. Okay, it's just my phone. I want sorry, second January. Yes, if a man wants us to share money 50-50, then he should be ready to do all the chores 50-50. You're right, but is that I'm here to see if is that visible? Is that possible? Is that possible? Yes, if the man, oh, yeah, of course, that's true. If a man wants the bills to be foot 50-50, yes, you should be ready to do, yeah, everything will be 50-50. So far, you want everything 50-50, you want the financial aspect to be 50-50, then the trust to be 50-50 too. And my mom said, I want a second generation. Yes, that's what we are, because that's what is actually killing us in Africa. We don't talk, we accept everything, and which of course we know it's wrong. And when one person decides to talk, then there's going to be an issue. People start raising eyebrows and say, oh, he or she is rude and all of that, on of which the child might not be rude, or whoever is in question might not be rude, but because it's the norm, it's what they think is the norm, what they feel is the right thing, so nobody can come up and say anything. I'm just trying to check if there are other messages and if there's anyone that still want to call in. I really enjoyed this topic. I do really like it. Like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this would be an interesting one to talk about, because women go through a lot. Like, it's almost like a normal thing, which is not supposed to be. No, we shouldn't see it as normal thing. People go through pains, then agony. They're enduring. As I don't want to say anything, but one of the gist I heard recently is of a lady that her husband beat her. That's even another story entirely. Like, why would you beat a lady and still sleeps with the lady and still expect the lady, and the lady still does everything? The lady even knows the husband's girlfriend and all of those things. and she can't talk. Can you imagine, guys? She can't talk what because she knows all what the husband does. Anytime she tried to talk, the husband beat her. And when the husband beat her, she still lives with the husband. When the husband beat her, she doesn't say to anybody that the husband she had to confide in a friend. When the husband beat her, she lies and saying probably she had an accident, fell from the bike, or just she just cook up some things and just cover up for the guy again. Like some issue I don't understand. Some cases, like I feel they just need to see a counselor. They need to see a counselor. They need to see a therapist because that's so bad. Yes, that's so bad. And so many things are going on right now. So many people are going through this thing. Like I know so many people going through these things. So many people. And it's bad enough that these same ladies would go on social media and be forming as if everything is okay. That's even pissed me off more. Like bad enough they're covering up for the man, then they still go on social media posting pictures. Oh, my husband, my this, my that. I'm like, no, 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 no. We are indulging them. Doing that means you're indulging them. God forbid, if the man kills you or anything, he will marry somebody else and he will still do that to the man. That kind of man should be brought to book. No, that kind of man should be brought to book. Kind of man should be reported because this is a bad habit. This is an addiction. Beating your wife. No, that man needs to be brought to book and needs help. Bad enough the man is doing all that, then the woman now goes on social media and start posting picture. Because sometimes I've thought of that before, that why are ladies doing this? A man will beat you, do all of those bad things, and you still go out pretending as if everything is okay. I started thinking of that. Like I've not gotten to the root of this thing, but one thing I think is, I think that's the kind of like they want. That's the kind of like they actually want, and they're just trying to fake the life. Or is it that they're admiring other people living such life and they want people to feel, oh, that's how my life is too? And they've forgotten that people fake. So, for example, you that you're faking it, somebody else will see and think, oh, everything looks good for you. And the person will start faking too. So, social media as well is causing more problem in marriages, because I don't know why you would go out to celebrate a man that is beating you and might injure you, kill you one day, God forbid, and which is happening. I'm saying God forbid. Nobody prays for that, but we've heard stories like that, and that's even to the extreme. Like I know we didn't go too deep into such thing. We're just still talking about helping at each other and all of that. But sometimes discussion leads to other discussion. So I just hope people will begin to communicate more, and people would seek help when they think they need help, and so that things can begin to work, and it's not going to be like the olden days whereby women just endure marriage. We should enjoy marriage for heaven's sake. No, it should be enjoyed. It's a relationship. It's something that's supposed to be sweet. Of course, there will be ups and downs. There'll be challenges and all of that. But no, we should stand through it together and make it work. But not it's not marriage is not meant for one party to be enjoyed. It's meant for both parties to enjoy. It's meant for both parties to enjoy. I hope I still have people that will call in. If not, we're gonna be ending the show here. Did I say show? Yes, the live streaming or whatever. I do really appreciate you all for tuning in. I do really appreciate it, and I learned so many things, and it's so good for us to come out as well. Like I see this like a therapy as well. Like come out, say something, and other people will learn from you, and it's such a good thing. I hope this can continue. Like women coming out, discussing things that are issues, and looking for ways to make it work providing solutions for ourselves and all of that. I do really appreciate. Thank you, sis. Thank you for my time, mom. Thank you so much. I do really appreciate. And thanks for your contribution. Thanks for your contribution. Just looking around. If you have anyone here, it's not so late, pretty late here too. It's about 9:49. And I thank you. I know you're in UK for my time more. Thank you for staying awake. Because I know you should be like 3 or 4 hours ahead of us. 4 hours, I think, ahead of us now. And you're still up. Oh yes, marriage is not by force, but you know, when it comes to marriage, I don't like advising people, like telling them the decision to should make. I always like to explain. Let's rub mind together. Let's explain. It's always good when that person sees it. That's what I've learned. I'm I'm a counselor by discipline. And one thing I've learned is when the person in question does not realize all these things themselves, and you tell them to take a step, my sister, they usually go back to it. Yes, they usually go back. I'm going to read out what Sophia said. She said, can't she leave? See, this marriage is not by force. Oh, that's why our men do take us for granted. Sometimes I think that's not a deal breaker for some women because it is the end of I don't understand what that means. Oh yeah, 1:50 a.m. there. Thanks so much. I understand it to be pretty late. So with what Sophia said now, that can't the lady leave? I would think that too. Like, can't really, especially with what has been happening now. We've been hearing so many stories of course, ladies do that too, killing their husband, men killing their wives, and all of that, which is very, very pathetic. Like, when did it get to that point? You must have been seeing the signal. Why didn't you leave? It's not a by force thing. Like, even the Bible said, gave a clause where we can leave the marriage. If you know you can't seek help, and this you can't seek help, or you've looked for help already and it's not helping, then you leave. Sometimes they need to give themselves break and work things out. But when both parties are on fire and you people know and they are both in the same house under the same roof at that time, it's going to cause more issue. So I don't know why they can't leave, and most of the time it's better they realize it themselves and make that decision themselves. Let it come right, now, let it come right from the mind. Because when you just advise someone to leave, they don't leave. Sometimes they might not live to realize it, and that's when it leads to death. But I know they see that, and most people advise, most people say this, all these things, but I don't know why they don't take heed to such advice. It's all right. So that's why it's always good to seek like a professional help, because they'll make you see reasons and all of that. But if it's just talking to different people, you hear different advice and they themselves. But the most important thing is that women should value their life first. It's only when someone that is alive that can be in a marriage and have the kind of life you want to live. So they should all value themselves first. When they value themselves, then they know that, oh, when this is going out of, and they know when things are going out of hand, and know when to stop it, know when to move. So it's not a do or die idea. We all know that, and it's so it's so sad that we still hear stories like that happening, things like that happening. Women are still dying in their marriage, and abusive marriage, and all of that. And sometimes I think society too really, really, really affects the whole marriage thing, because they tend to see women, when women leave their home, they tend to see them as being promiscuous and all of that. So sometimes women just stay there enduring because of what they feel people will say. That's another big issue. That's another big issue. People enjoy a lot because of what people will say, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. We should try to train our kids to be independent and to value themselves, to love themselves, to know their worth, so that when somebody is treating them wrongly, they know that no, they when they see the signal and they know that no, this is no go area, I can't deal with this. And it's bad enough that some ladies see this when they were cutting in a relationship. Some might not see that, but I'm telling you that large percentage of people that experience abusive marriage and all of that, they see the signal, they see that, but till today I don't know why they still remain in such marriage. We have another caller in.
Hello.
Hello, you're live. Can you introduce yourself and let's hear your opinion about this?
Okay, so I'll just go with Abaka.
Okay.
I'm here in Halifax. So what I just want to put in this is, there's this tendency in a relationship, whoever is the stronger party kind of suffers the most. So if it's the man, obviously it seems as if the man is pampering the woman, so he does almost everything, and then the woman kind of relaxes. Some people are very much okay with it. Why some people, it will be hurting them, and with time it backfires. And then if the woman is a stronger party, it kind of comes up in such a way that, the woman is everywhere, she does this, and then you're like, it seems as if she's the one controlling the household. So, I would say it depends on each marriage is kind of different. So you don't use your friend's marriage to compare with yours, because what works for your friend might be different will be different from yours. Probably your friend is a very he's a go-getter, and then the husband supports her 100%. You're not gonna see, because my friend is a go-getter, I want to come and be a go-getter, and then your husband is the kind of person that probably wants fresh made meals every day. He gives the money and everything. So you weigh both sides, but what I would come back to is, even before you enter an agreement or a relationship with someone, there should be deal breakers. Okay, if this person beats me, am I going to be okay with that? Some people will be like, so far he gives me money, I'm okay with him beating me and him. And then some people will be like, no. If he beats me, no matter the kind of love, I don't take that. And some people will tell you that, okay, I can remember a relationship I was in. What cut it off for me was the guy was like, he's going to make me a housewife. And I was like, excuse me. I went to school. You don't expect me. I want to make money. I want to contribute to my family. So when it comes, it's not like situations might make you might actually be a housewife at certain points in time. But that's not to kind of underrate you, because you know what your capabilities are.
Yes.
And then some people will just be like, okay. Some people will be like, it's okay if I marry a man that is stingy. And someone else will be like, no, my husband shouldn't be stingy. Everything he gives it to me. And then someone that tells you that it's okay if I marry a man that is stingy, will be like, that way I get to work for my money. Anything I want, I get it myself. And someone else will be like, no, my husband should not be stingy. He's giving me, even if I'm working, let me also be out. Your money is our money. My money is my money. So different things comes up, but like, just focus on your own relationship.
Yes.
Something very well before you go into it. Know what you can do with, and stick with it. If it's not working for you, go for counseling, or try to even seek out a trusted person. You never can tell. That friend is still on social media doing lovey-dovey, might be passing through the same thing. And you're not doing lovey-dovey, but they might be secretly wishing that they have your husband or your partner. So just stick to what makes you happy.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You can't compare other people's relationship, marriage with yours. So we all have different preference. We all have different likes and dislikes. So something that I like, you might not like it. Something that I can deal with, like I don't mind, I can do it. It's fine. Let him just give me money. That's true. So you just focus on your own marriage and just make it work yourself with between both of you. You're right. I like that point. I like
Thank you
that
for all
point.
you're doing.
You're welcome. Thank you too. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your support always. Thank you.
All right,
All
bye.
right, bye. I really like this point from Amaka. Like, of course, marriage differs, relationship differs, just as human being will differ as well. So you can't go ahead comparing your relationship with other people's own. So that means every marriage have their own differences and their own goals. And you can't go on comparing because what my husband like, your husband might not like it. What your husband like, my husband might not like it. And what I like, you might not like it. What I can tolerate, you might not be able to tolerate. So you can't say, oh, Temi's husband allow her go on live video every night, 10 a.m. This is when the kids are supposed to be sleeping. Who is putting the kids to bed and all of that? You don't know how we've agreed. True, I really like your point, Hamaka. So we don't you don't have we deal with things in our home and all of that. So that's true. Everybody should focus on the relationship. But if you think your relationship is not working as you want, your marriage is not working as you want, you get up. Let's always get up. Like, I don't know why people don't like all those counseling thing and all that. They prefer to, like, it's good if you have a friend you can confide in, you can speak with someone that has wisdom that you know can guide you in the right way. Yeah, you speak to, and some men does not even like their marriage to be discussed outside. Some men do not like it. So communication, this thing, is just wavy. Like, we can't you can't categorize. There are just a few things that can be categorized and generalized, but large percent of this thing is wavy. It works differently for different people and all of that. Thank you, Amaka. Thank you for this. This really makes a lot of sense. This really, and that still boils down to knowing yourself, knowing your spouse is very important. Know what makes your spouse happy and know what make you happy as well. Most of the time we don't even bother about ourselves, and that's why we get treated anyhow by men, because we're just living for other people. We just want to please everybody, please your husband, please your children, please your in-laws and all of that. But you've forgotten your own values, what matters most important to you. But when you start your marriage and your husband knows that, this one does not play with her time out, too, she wants to have fun too. She likes to make her hair. She likes to get her hair weaved every 2 weeks. He knows that those are things you value as well. So, and when he needs to create time for that as well for you, like, okay, this is your own time for to do other things, just like you create time for the family. Because most of the time, most of the things you're doing, except you're working, you go out. When you minus those time out, when you're back home, even at work, you're there thinking of how to make food, what the kids are going to wear, where you're taking them to, and all of those things you do to get that makes you dedicated to your family. So marriages differs, relationship differs, but let's see the signal when things are going wrong. People see it and they tend to, this brings me to another topic. People see so many other things, they feel like, oh, I'm going to change it, change the person. No way, there's no way you can change any person. You can only influence, and the person will be changed by what they see. All of that. More, that's one mistake we do too. Like, I didn't know all of that too. I didn't know most of that too as well. I usually think, oh, I can change person. No, you can't change anybody. Nobody can change anyone. Even when it comes to giving your life to Christ, like, sorry, I'm going to debate to that. It's when you preach to someone, you might just preach and the person might not. So except you've put that person into God's hand, the Holy Spirit minister to the person already. That's why you see when pastors preaching, go on the people to preach and all of that. They still pray to God that, God, please touch the heart of these people. Let me not speak through me and all of that. So we can't really change anybody except God is ready to just minister to the person, get the person changed. So anything that we know as lady that we can't cope with, do not just bother going into the marriage or anything. If you know you can't cope with this thing, there's no point. But I know most of us that we're here, we are always definitely married. But of course, I know some other people might still catch up with this and they're not married. So you have the opportunity now to make the right decision. If you are dating someone or cutting already, and the person has a character or tendency of doing some things that you know you will not like or you don't like currently, there is no point saying, "Oh, I'm going to stick. It's going to change." No way, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. You can start if he wants to change. Just start making that point, making him realize that, and start making start taking steps that you think, oh, can make him change right now, and study it, see if, and some people can be see this relationship thing, God will help us. Like I know some men can go to the extent of pretending until they get that man. We've heard stories like that. People are so devilish that they will pretend to be what they are not. People do that a lot. Like they'll go to churches because they want a good girl, and they themselves they're bad. I don't know how people are so wicked. They are bad people themselves. Like, and they go to church, pretend to be one cool brother in the church and all that to get a sister. After getting a sister, they get into the marriage and they show themselves. They show that. I know women do that too. I know women do that too, but sorry, I know women do that too, so but we know we are talking more we're emphasizing more on the bad things guys do this evening, but I know women do that too. Some women do that too, but it's just sometimes it's just most times it's just the grace of God. Well, like this married thing it's just the grace of God as well, because for those kind of thing, this is another topic, this should be another topic. For those kind of situation whereby you find yourself in a marriage whereby the other person, the partner, lured you into the marriage, not lure like, because if I use the word lure like that means trick you, another like lied, pretend to be the Mr. Perfect and all of that, like kind of man you're looking for. And when you get into the marriage, you say that, oh, this person's actually not who I think he or she is. What do you think that person will do? What's your advice? What do you think that kind of person can do? I know we are going to have a lot of juicy topics coming up, and this might also be another topic, but it's kind of dicey. But that kind of relationship, if it's bad, like something that that person cannot cope, first of all you feel betrayed, because I can't imagine the person I thought my husband is, because I'm putting myself in a position now. The person I think, oh, my husband is, and all of that, and I got married, and it's totally different. God, I'll feel betrayed, sad, and hopeless, and all of that. But we are not life. We have to move on, right? We have to look for solutions. So I'm thinking right now that, okay, what are my steps? What am I going to do? First of all, I'm going to talk about it, and let me know what's going on. Why did you do this? Why did you lie to me? This is what you are, and this is not what you are. And I pray his real person is not that bad. If it's bad, I don't think there's something I can add. If it's bad and not something I think can be ironed out, I don't think it's a marriage I'm going to stay in. I don't think so. But if it's something I think can be ironed out, first of all, I'll feel, except we just make up for it, because that's a big one. That's a big one. Lying to be, that's like that's an imposter. Like, you're telling me you're this person and you're totally not that person. That's wrong. Able Niger Mama, I'm fine. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm very fine. Thank you. We are having a very juicy topic here. I hope you saw the description, and we're actually discussing who benefits more or most from a marriage. Is it a man or a woman? Is it the husband or the wife? And we've had people call in, so you might want to catch up with those later. We've had people call in telling us what they feel, and we've had opinions like women actually do most, and some people feel, oh, it's supposed to be 50-50. And, we're all just hearing our own opinion and also learning from all what other people are saying as well. And we're also discussing about some issues, what is going on, marriages that are so toxic that get to the extent of um a woman, I mean a man killing the wife, or the wife killing the husband, which is so sad. It's been happening. We see it happen almost every day, and we're praying we don't see that. So we're just trying to teach ourselves here, and also emphasizing on letting our kids know what is right, how to treat other people out, like especially for the male kids, because we most times we all tend to focus more on the female kids, bringing them up, how to take care of the home and all of that, but we tend to neglect the male kids, getting them involved in house chores and all of that, which is very, very wrong. We want to get them involved, we want them to see how to treat a woman. So that's actually our topic tonight. You might call in. If you have anything you want to say about this, you might call in. You can call in. I have my number pinned on the screen. You can call in and let's hear your own opinion as well. Please call in, call in, call in. I would like to hear what you have to say. But it's fine if you can't call in, if you don't have anything to say. I hope we don't have any new person that joined that I didn't acknowledge. Thank you, Ibu Mama. Thank you for joining. Sophia, Fumite, and all of you. Glam, Anastasia, thank you so much. I need to follow so many people. Let me just, because after this, I might not be able to catch up. I see so many new YouTubers. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to follow new people that I'm saying yes, so that I follow them before the end of this show. Okay, I'm trying to follow Glam Anastasia, but I can't. I'm searching and there's so many YouTuber coming up, so I can't see it. So please, if you followed me, I'll just go check it out, and so I can follow you back. I want to follow all of the new YouTubers I have here that I'm not following. I see a new people in so many new YouTubers here. I'm definitely gonna go follow you guys. Please just follow me and I can follow you back, because I'm trying to look for your names on YouTube right now, but there are so many other people coming up, so I'm not able to identify who that is. I do really appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out in dozens to join me here today, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this. You can still leave your comments if you're catching up later. I'm going to be looking at it so we can talk about it. I can give you my response as well. And also, we'll be going live tomorrow. So we're actually going live throughout this week. We're going to have a rest on Sunday. We need to take a rest. We need to take a break. So we are going live tomorrow, which is Friday evening, and we'll be going live on what's it called, on Saturday. But Saturday is going to be early hours of Saturday, because that's going to be a cooking class. So I'm going to be putting out a poll, and you all can, I'm going to be putting out a post. Let me know what you guys want us to cook together. I'm actually thinking of, should we cook egusi soup together? So I bought smoked turkey, and I'm looking forward to cook either egusi soup or a fori roll, which is vegetable soup. So let me know. I'll be posting it probably tonight before I sleep, so that it can get to people. People can start putting in their response. So do we do egusi soup or a fori roll, or do we do akara together? I'm not sure if I want to do moi. And that's it. So thank you guys. I do really appreciate your support. Please share my video, subscribe if you have not subscribed, always like. Please, when you watch my videos, please always like them. Always leave a comment so that I can grow. We're trying to grow this YouTube. And let's call it a night, because not my day. Thank you all. I do really appreciate and I love you all. Have a good night rest. Bye. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. I do really appreciate you. I think I should call you. Bye, Mama. Thank you, everyone.